Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Washington Post World, June 1st. 5:14 America, New York. Former Qatar princess found dead at home in southern Spain. Spanish police have found a former princess of Qatar dead in her bed at home in southern Spain.
New York Times World News.
June 1st. 5 o'clock America, New York. Liviah's new liver. A family grapples with a girl's puzzling hepatitis. A 4-year-old in Ohio is one of hundreds of children worldwide who have developed unexplained liver problems in recent months. Jack and Elizabeth Witters of Mason, Ohio, with their daughter, Liviah, who received a liver transplant in January.
Time.
June 1st. 5 o'clock America, New York. After Uvalde, Biden fears another cycle of inaction on guns. As President Joe Biden sat with New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern in the Oval Office on Tuesday, the juxtaposition was hard to miss. A leader of one country who had robustly tackled gun control after one horrible mass shooting, beside another who remained incapable of such action after hundreds.
New York Times World News.
June 1st. 5 o'clock America, New York. After Shanghai reopens for most, relief, reunions, but also anxieties. The authorities kept some restrictions, such as requiring residents to show negative COVID test results to use the subway and limiting access to housing compounds. Residents embraced the end of China's 8-week lockdown on the Bund in Shanghai on Wednesday. Wall Street Journal World News.
June 1st. 4:55 America, New York. Ukraine's Zelensky rejects trading land for peace with Russia. Moscow's forces advanced in the eastern Donbass area, where Ukraine has been losing control of the pivotal city of Severodonetsk, as the U.S. pledged stronger weapons to Kyiv.
BBC News World.
June 1st. 4:45 America, New York. Canada trials decriminalizing cocaine, MDMA and other drugs. In the first trial of its kind in Canada, adults can possess small amounts of some illegal drugs.
RT World News. June 1st. 4:34 America, New York. WHO sets out response to monkeypox. Containing the virus won't require the same extensive population measures as COVID-19, the UN health body's top official in Europe says.
Mirror World News.
June 1st. 4:34 America, New York. Brit fighter detained by Russia appears in chilling propaganda YouTube videos. Aidan Aslin, 28, has emerged on YouTube praising the amazing food he receives in detention and offering to answer questions from around the world in apparent Russian propaganda. Time.
June 1st. 4:13 America, New York. At the French Open, legends of the game and up-and-comers are serving up must-watch tennis. Rafael Nadal charged the net during the first point of the fourth set tiebreaker, those familiar biceps rippling through his lime green shirt. Up 2-1 in sets in the French Open quarterfinal match against Novak Djokovic, he had already staved off a couple of set points in the fourth.
Mirror World News.
June 1st. 3:34 America, New York. Drone captures magical mystery mansion hidden in forest that burned down 100 years ago. A drone snapped a photo of the remains of Moore Hall, a mansion in Carnarvon, County Mayo, Ireland, that was burned down nearly 100 years ago during the Irish Civil War.
Washington Post World.
June 1st. 3:09 America, New York. Israeli troops shoot, kill Palestinian woman in West Bank. The Palestinian Health Ministry says a knife-wielding Palestinian woman was shot and killed by Israeli troops in the occupied West Bank.
Washington Post World.
June 1st. 2:48 America, New York. Sex Pistols aim to give Queen's Jubilee a touch of punk. In Britain, there are several traditional elements to a royal anniversary: pageants, street parties, the Sex Pistols.
RT World News.
June 1st. 2:20 America, New York. Turkey scraps NATO drills in Black Sea. Some exercises will not move ahead due to continuing hostilities between Russia and Ukraine, Turkey's top diplomat said.
New York Times World News.
June 1st. 1:25 America, New York. Ukraine medics gird for surge in amputees. The war in Ukraine is pushing the country to expand its prosthetics industry amid fears of looming shortages. Vladislav Kachenko, 23, at his temporary home last week.
BBC News World.
June 1st. 010 America, New York. Ukraine war. U.S. to send heavier rockets in latest aid package. The new weapons are part of a $700 million, £556 million, aid package U.S. officials said would be unveiled on Wednesday.
BBC News World.
May 31, 2343 America, New York. Shanghai lockdown. Cheers and beers as COVID curbs are eased. Residents celebrated in the streets after midnight when restrictions were relaxed.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
May 31, 2255 America, New York, under fire minister to be questioned over Champions League final chaos. France's interior minister is set to be questioned on the handling of the Champions League final, amid claims he lied about the conduct of Liverpool fans caught up in unrest before the game. Left. The front page of the Liberation newspaper.